Hiya folks, welcome back. In today's episode of Why the Hell Did I Buy This, we are going to start by removing the front suspension to fit my new suspension. All nice and shiny. Let's get on with it. This will be part 1 of the front and rear suspension renewal. I naively thought one episode would cover the front end alone, but I didn't realise I have over 5 hours of footage to go through. Anyway, I'll be fitting new OEM Bilstein springs, shock absorbers, as well as British-made Flowflex poly bushes. I start off by taking the front wheels off. So, one of the first jobs is to detach the caliper off the suspension. And I need to remove the brake pipe. Okay. Now in theory, this should slide out. Okay, not letting anything... I should have put the wire around, didn't I, first? Ah, you idiot. And now to put it temporarily around the old suspension. Oh, come on. What? You didn't have it? Wow. That's one side.
What we'll do is we'll put the new ones in to hold this hub.
Right.
Because to get this off, you've got to take this off here.
Yeah, the bottom board.
But you need to somehow support all this, and the tie bars. I think the tie bar will have to come off as well.
Yeah,
because you've got the roll bar, and you've got new bushes to go in there.
Yeah.
Even though we put new ones in.
After Dad's instructions, I began to loosen the wheel assembly. Then the anti-roll bar. I then required Dad's assistance because the roll bar was being difficult. It's out, it's out. Yay! One anti-roll bar. In a future episode, this will be cure-rusted, painted and fitted with the new poly bushes. Next is the tie rods. Where's the other... Now what? Unscrew it. Once I loosened it up, Dad uses a track rod end remover. Yeah? No?
Yeah, that's it. See, there's no space. Normally, there's like a spanner
For to put the flathead.
Yeah, but we have to heat it up with that blowtorch. I think you need to go on the internet, Josie.
We discovered that Golfs came from the factory with the fixed tie rod end to the arm on one side, hence why we couldn't remove it. So I had to buy a new arm to fit on the new adjustable tie rod end.
Don't want any crap going in there. I'm trying to get rid of the crap so we don't get any dusting going inside the
steering rack. It's never simple.
Is it?
The brake discs come off, and the old original tie rod arm. Okay. The brake dust shield is sanded down in situ. Then the lower control arm and wheel bearing assembly is removed together. Once separated, the ball joint is removed. After a long battle, out it comes. Then the new one will just bolt on. The rear bush of the wishbone comes off.
no cracking. They are really in good condition. 44 years old.
Now for the front bush to come off. It's a job that requires patience and many homemade tools. Eventually, it came out. Dad then Q-rusts the brake dust shield and the brake bearing assembly ready to be painted. And the disc brakes get a lick of paint as well. The lower control arm is also prepared for a new coat of paint. Another cracking job thanks to Dad. And that is it, folks. Stay tuned for part 2 where we'll be finally removing the front strut assembly. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It doesn't cost a penny and it truly helps with the growth of this channel. Thank you very much for watching and see you all next time. Bye!